In this video lecture, we will talk about electrochemical series. Right, electrochemical series is a series where these metal electrodes, right, are arranged in decreasing order of their reduction potential. Right, and we know reduction potential is ability to get reduced. Right, that is ability to accept electrons and get reduced. And so table that represents the arrangement of various electrodes in decreasing order of their standard reduction potential. Right, make sure you understand all these electrode potentials are standard electrode potentials which are measured on hydrogen scale. That means these electrodes are coupled with hydrogen scale or with hydrogen electrode, and their EMF is calculated, right, by coupling with hydrogen electrode, like we studied electrode potential in our previous lecture, right? So this is similar to that. It's the electrode potential of this single electrode. This series, the electrochemical series, will also tell you the electrode potential of this single electrode, right, measured on hydrogen scale. That means when this single electrode is coupled with hydrogen electrode in electrochemical series, right, and this electrochemical series is arranged in decreasing order of their reduction potential. So two important things: this series, the electrodes are arranged in decreasing order of reduction potential values, right? So the table that you see in electrochemical series in your book, that has electrode, and corresponding to every electrode there is a reduction reaction, right? Because in cell representation we always represent reduction reaction as per IUPAC convention, and then in the third column you will see there is a value of electrode potential which is your reduction potential as per IUPAC convention, and you will see that the value of those electrode potential is decreasing as you move down this series, right? That is, they are arranged in decreasing order of their reduction potential. Their values, reduction potential values, are going down as you move down the series, right? And the second important thing is these electrodes, reduction potential, or we say standard electrode, we say STD, let's write this, standard electrode potential. Standard electrode potentials are measured with reference to hydrogen electrode, right? And we know when we say with reference to hydrogen electrode, these single electrodes are coupled with hydrogen electrode to create a chemical cell, and then their EMF is calculated, which is the electrode potential of this single electrode, right? Because we know that the electrode potential of hydrogen is 0, right? So these two are important things for this electrochemical series. Now let's see what all conclusions we can draw when we say reduction potential decreases as you move down the series, right? Reduction potential decreases, right? So what about oxidation potential? As you move down the series, this down arrow means as you move down the series, oxidation potential will increase. Now when we say oxidation potential will increase, that means the ability to accept electrons, the ability to lose electrons will increase, right? So as you move down the series, ability of metals, right, or ions or electrodes to lose electrons will increase, right? So oxidation potential will increase, that is, ability to lose electrons will increase, right? So when we say ability to lose electrons will increase, that means metal or ion or electrode is more reactive, right? So we say as you move down the series, reactivity will increase, right? Reactivity will increase. Now let's talk about oxidizing agents. Oxidizing agents are those agents that can oxidize others, right? That can oxidize others by accepting their electrons. So we said that the ability to reduce is decreasing as you move down the series. Like reduction potential decreases, that means ability to accept electrons is decreasing, right? So oxidizing nature will decrease down the series, right? So the electrode or the metal that is at the top is the strongest oxidizing agent, the one at the bottom is the weakest oxidizing agent, right? So now let's concentrate at these points. Calculating the cell potential. We know that the cell potential from our previous lecture, that EMF of the cell is calculated by this formula. We are discussing first point is ER minus EL, right? This is reduction potential or the standard reduction potential. If we are talking about in terms of electrochemical series, these values would be at standard conditions. Standard conditions we mean 1 molar concentration, 1 bar pressure and room temperature 25 degrees Celsius or 298 Kelvin, right? So ER, my standard reduction potential, ER means right hand electrode means cathode where reduction occurs. EL means left hand electrode means where oxidation occurs, right? So both these values, value of EMF, ER minus EL, both these values are in terms of reduction potential, right? So from electrochemical series we have values of ER and EL. From the table that you have in the book, you can easily see the value of reduction potential of electrodes and calculate the EMF of the cell, right? We also call it as cell potential, right? This reduction potential of cathode minus reduction potential of anode. Cathode is right hand, this half cell which is at the right, and reduction potential of anode is the one that is at the left where oxidation occurs. So at cathode reduction occurs, at anode oxidation occurs. Now predicting anode and cathode. Anode, you know that from the working of galvanic cell that at electrode which is towards left hand, right, there oxidation occurs, right? Here oxidation occurs, right? And cathode is where reduction occurs, right? So you have where oxidation occurs, you have high value of oxidation potential and low value of reduction potential. So high oxidation potential or low reduction potential, and where reduction occurs you have high reduction potential and low oxidation potential, right? So suppose you are given example of 2 electrodes, right? And if you are asked which one will act as anode, which one will act as cathode, right? So what you have to say is the electrode that has higher reduction potential, right, high reduction potential, that will act as cathode, and the electrode that has low reduction potential will act as anode. And if you talk about in terms of oxidation potential, anode has higher oxidation potential and cathode has lower oxidation potential, right? So predicting anode and cathode based on the values of oxidation and reduction potential, and remember this, which has a higher reduction potential is cathode, lower reduction potential is anode, right? So that means if you move down the series, right, the electrode which is below that has had lower reduction potential would act as anode, and the electrode that is above it will have higher value of reduction potential, right? So higher value of reduction potential means it will act as cathode, right? And the one which is below, that has low value of reduction potential, it will act as anode, right? So we can write it as that are below, right, and that are above. If two electrodes are given, the one which is at the which is above will act as cathode because it will have higher reduction potential, right? And the one which is at the below will act as anode because it has low reduction potential. And the series is going, as you move down the series, reduction potential is decreasing. Second is feasibility of the reaction. Feasibility of the reaction means we know that when we study about electrochemical reactions, we study about spontaneous reaction, right? Spontaneous reaction, by spontaneous reaction we mean that the reaction that can take place on their own. We don't have to supply heat, energy in any form. They will occur itself, right? So let's take example of this. If you are given a reaction copper plus zinc, copper plus zinc, right? So here, if I break this reaction, copper is losing 2 electrons and is forming copper ions, and zinc is gaining 2 electrons, right, and forming zinc ions, right? So here the reduction potential of zinc should be high compared to copper, right, as per this reaction. For this reaction to occur spontaneously, the reduction potential, since zinc is undergoing reduction, so reduction potential of zinc should be greater than the reduction potential of copper, right? And we know that standard reduction potential of zinc is minus 0.76 and that of copper is, for copper it's standard reduction potential for copper is 0.34, right? So the condition that is required for this reaction to be spontaneous is reduction potential of zinc should be higher than that of copper. But here, from the values that you see in electrochemical series, the value of the reduction potential of zinc, which is this, is lower than copper, right? So this reaction will not occur spontaneously. This reaction will not take place spontaneously because this is the condition that is required, reduction potential of zinc, because zinc is undergoing reduction as per this reaction, right? Reduction potential of zinc should be high, but actual value is reduction potential of zinc is always less than that of copper. So this reaction will not take place spontaneously. There is one more way to tell if this reaction can occur spontaneously or not, by calculating the EMF of the cell that is constituted or that is formed from these two electrodes, from these two electrode reactions, right? It's same ER minus EL, right? Reduction is zinc is undergoing reduction, right? And copper is undergoing oxidation, it's losing electron. So if I put the value of ER, that is electrode potential of cathode, here cathode would be this, where gain of electron is taking place, and we know its value is, I'm just putting these values here, minus 0.76, right? And minus, you have EL, reduction potential of anode, right? And anode is our copper, because at a copper oxidation is taking place. So minus 34, right? And we know minus is negative value, and negative value means if your EMF is, if your standard EMF is coming negative, that means reaction will not take place, right? So if your E is, so you can just calculate this, right? It's 1.1 volt, negative, which is a negative value. So if E is negative, then reaction will not take place simultaneously. For reaction to occur simultaneously, I'm sorry, it's not simultaneously, it's spontaneously. For the reaction to occur spontaneously, the value of EMF or the standard electrode potential of the cell, or the standard EMF of the cell should be positive, right? So here the value of EMF, standard EMF is negative, so this reaction will not take place, right? If you look at this, E should be positive, right, for this reaction to occur spontaneously. So here the reaction is, the value of standard EMF is coming out to be negative value, so this will not occur spontaneously. Second is predicting the relative strength of oxidizing and reducing agents. We have already discussed that oxidizing nature will decrease down the series, right? If oxidizing nature is decreasing down the series, that means its reduction is opposite of oxidation, so reducing power will increase down the series, right? Oxidizing nature is decreasing down the series, and reducing nature, that is reducing agents ability to reduce others, is increasing down the series. So greater the value of standard reduction potential, right, or electrode, the more is the tendency to get reduced, right? To get reduced means to accept electrons, and hence stronger is oxidizing agent. And if we talk about in terms of reducing agents, in terms of reduction, stronger is the value of reduction potential, right? Or I'm sorry, lower is the value of reduction potential as you move down the series, right? Lower value of reduction potential means higher value of oxidation potential. Oxidation potential means ability to accept electrons. Ability to lose electrons, right? High oxidation potential means the metal or the electrode will easily lose electrons, right? So that means they can easily lose electrons which can be gained by some other substance or some other ion or metal, right? That is, the reducing nature is increasing down the series. So as you move down the series, reducing nature will increase and oxidizing nature, as we have already discussed, will decrease, right? So predicting reactivity of metal, we have already discussed this, right? Ability to lose electrons decreases, right? Increases. Ability to lose electrons increases as you move down the series, right? Because their reduction potential is decreasing, right? So metal, or the reactivity of metals or these electrodes, will increase as you move down the series, right? Just remember this point. Reduction potential decreases, oxidation potential will increase. Oxidation potential will increase means ability to lose electrons will increase, that is, the reactivity will increase, right? This point is covered. So just let's take some examples. Oxidation potential of copper is greater than the oxidation potential of silver, right? Or we say that reduction potential of copper is less than the reduction potential of silver, right? Since oxidation potential of copper is greater than that of silver, oxidation potential high means it's more reactive. It's more reactive means it can easily give electrons, right? If it can easily give electrons, it